this stuff. We ready?
Yep.
We're here at kingcast.net, Mortgage Movies. Let me set this up for you briefly. Several years ago, New Hampshire Notary Jeanne Ingress went to a court hearing on a foreclosure involving noted robo-signer Linda Green and Sand Canyon. Okay? She asked for proof of standing and specifically noted that Sand Canyon had no business in her chain of title because their own president admitted that they were not in business at the time of a purported transfer. Now, Judge Diane Nicolosi feigned ignorance and asked why this information was relevant and why standing was important, while Attorney Shawn Masterson lied and said that he had the original note and mortgage in his desk at his office, which is a fairy tale. We all know that's a lie because that thing's been securitized a million times over. Now, when I offered him a bottle of Veuve Cliquot in the Cliquot Challenge, he declined to show me the original documents. Okay, we all know he'd love to see me shut up, but he couldn't make me shut up because he was a liar, and the court let him get away with it. Watch this.
My client was foreclosing, which in fact I looked at the note yesterday. We have it in our possession ourselves, so we have the original with lodged that note, so I verified that. So that I don't believe is an issue, as well as the original mortgage documents. I physically looked at those.
I object because this is hearsay. Hang on just a minute.
So we do have the right and authority to move forward under state foreclosure.
I'm sorry, Counselor. I'm all the confusion. I'm not sure if you heard my question. Did you have a verified?
Did you have my response? I have no comment. Thank you.
Oh, so you won't answer whether or not there's a verified chain of custody for the note or anything? Okay.
An entity by the name of Sand Canyon Corporation, formerly known as Option 1, to Wells Fargo in, looks like September 7 of this year.
Stop right there. That's impossible because Sand Canyon didn't exist at that time as a transferring entity. Not only that, Ms. Ingress has the dreaded Linda Green forged or robo-signed documents in her case, okay? So the lower court ignored all of that. Now she needs to raise that in the federal court where this case is also being heard in the form of a judicial notice or something, because this is not right. Now, be that as it may, sometime later, Ms. Ingress served a notary presentment to Attorney Autieri, detailing the efforts of another person in New Hampshire to obtain valid chain of title information, and he sent her a letter in return, basically trying to intimidate her, and speaking of her purportedly baseless and tiresome antics. Well, Counselor, I have something to say to you directly. I may have only closed a couple of hundred residential real estate closings in New England, as opposed to thousands that you did, but I know enough to know that her very line of inquiry was sustained in Druin versus AMC, when AMC lost on a motion to dismiss. Okay, there it is right here on my Lexis account, noting the same exact issues. So therefore, your threats to Ms. Ingress were baseless, unsubstantiated, and I believe unethical. And I'd be more than happy to tell you that straight to your face the next time I come to Providence, which happens every 3 months. I used to live there, and I return every 3 months or so for work and family, friends. But I will tell you that straight up. And instead of reporting her to the Attorney General's office, perhaps your office should be reported to the Attorney General's office.
You have reached Marinosci Law Group, PC. Please be advised that federal law requires us to inform you that a portion of our practice relates to the collection of debt, and any information obtained may be used for that purpose. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For the Marinosci Law Group, this is Barbara.
Hi, Barbara, this is Christopher King. I'm with Mortgage Movies, and I'm hoping I can speak with Attorney Autieri. Yes, it's Christopher King with Mortgage Movies, and I'd like to speak with Attorney Autieri.
Sorry, just to explain to you that Mr. Autieri isn't available.
He's not. Okay, well, yeah, well, let me leave my name and number. It's Christopher King, and we're making a documentary, and one of his letters to Jeanne Ingress is going to be in this documentary. And we're just informing you of that. And it's the letter that he wrote to her on October 9th, 2012. It is a threatening letter, and I think it's baseless. And he will be subject to scrutiny. And I'd like to have his comment before I publish.
Would you mind holding just one moment?
Sure. He talks about your non-existent, albeit humorous, legal theories. We're talking about cases that have been, dismissed and actual cases that are in LexisNexis. We're not talking about silly legal theories.
Yeah, he's saying I'm just my antics.
Right.
He's just making it a big joke.
Yeah.
Well, he's accusing me of notary fraud, and their whole foreclosure is based on notary fraud.
Right.
Those are the people he's defending and I'm representing.
For holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line. We'll be back in a moment.
This is the notary fraud in his docs.
Yes.
Would you mind holding just 2 or 3 more minutes? There's somebody I'd like to get you in touch with.
Absolutely. I have no problem with that.
1 second.
We'll see. This is interesting that she took that level of
Thank
interest.
you for holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line. We'll be back in a moment. Sir,
Yes.
I'd like to get you in touch with someone in executive management, the individual I'd like you to speak with. He's unable to take a call at the moment. Can I take down your contact information so he can get back to you?
Yes, because we are recording for accuracy's sake, and I was a title insurance producer in this state, and like I say, we're reviewing the letter that was written to Miss Ingress on October 9th, 2012 from Attorney Autieri, and yeah, I'll leave it at that for now, but he basically accuses her of notary fraud when your whole practice is based on notary fraud as far as fraudulent foreclosure is concerned. In any event, my number is 617-543-8085.
Right, and you're making a documentary about this?
That's correct.
Okay, and your name just time is Christopher King?
That's correct.
Okay. Can I verify the phone number at 617-543-8085?
Yes, and my email is kingjurisdoctor, that's all spelled out, @gmail.
Okay, and would you mind telling me the name of the woman who received the letter just one more time?
Oh, Jeanne Ingress. Jeannel Ingress, as in walk in a door, Ingress. Ingress. Ingress.
It's regarding my showers.
Okay, I'm going to send this
Well,
out.
no.
You should be getting on a call back soon.
Terrific. I appreciate your assistance.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye now. Yeah. And I got the recording part in there. I had mentioned that we were recording too, so
Yes,
I almost forgot.
you did.
Okay,
Now,
so
just in regards to this,
yeah.
well, this letter goes with it because this is about their notary fraud.
Right. So
And this is a lawyer I hired who went on my behalf and wrote this letter to Georgia about Brittany Snow, who signed my Linda Green document as a notary. And
Right.
she's a notary fraud, and Linda, and the whole 3 signatures, which is what the foreclosure is based on. They're all robo-signings.
gotcha.
So that goes with it.
Okay.